Hello and welcome back. I'm Dr. Anastasia Hronis, clinical psychologist working in the field of addiction recovery. I work both clinically with people who've entered addiction recovery, but I also do research, and I'm an academic at a university here in Sydney, looking at how we can better help people who are suffering from addictions. Now, I'm coming back to you today with a daily reflection. If you've seen my videos before, you'll know that I'm a huge advocate for taking a moment during the day to stop and reflect around a particular theme. Now, in the past, I have used some daily reflection books, which can be absolutely great, particularly for those who are in 12-step recovery programs, but I've also decided to write a couple of daily reflections myself. Today, I have a daily reflection for you that is around the theme of one day at a time. This is a phrase that many of you will be familiar with if you have started your progress and process through addiction recovery. And perhaps for those of you who might be new to addiction recovery, this might be a new concept. So I'm going to read out a passage to you and then provide some reflections around it. One day at a time. Some days recovery might feel like too much. The future perhaps looks heavy, and the effort it takes just to stay on track can feel overwhelming. When that happens, pull your focus in close. You don't have to do forever, you just have to do today. One day at a time works because it brings things back to a human scale. When we stop measuring success in years or with perfection, and we instead look at just today, we can breathe again. Possibility opens up as small, doable steps. Today, I encourage you to ask yourself, what would help me get through this day with steadiness or care? And then do that. You don't have to do anything more. Change happens one decision at a time, one day at a time, one moment at a time. Now, this is a conversation that I have with a lot of clients of mine that I work with. Sometimes when people look too far into the future, it can feel incredibly daunting and overwhelming. If people are entering addiction recovery and their goal is abstinence, thinking to themselves, I will never drink again, I will never use again, I will never engage in this behavior or this activity again, that can feel incredibly confronting to think about. And it can feel really hard, and it is hard. So it's helpful to just bring it back to the present moment. We talk about one day at a time, but realistically, if one day even feels too much, think about one moment at a time. All I need to do is in this moment right now, not use, not drink, not engage with that behavior in this moment. And then I'll do the next moment and the next moment and the moment after that. And then I'll do today, and then eventually I'll do tomorrow, and I will keep going. One day at a time. This concept of perspective applies not just in addiction recovery, but to anything that we feel like is too big and overwhelming in life. If we take too big of a picture and perspective, things can feel like too much. And it is a useful skill for us to be able to kind of hone into the current moment and really just focus on the here and now. This applies for people who perhaps have maybe anxious tendencies. The idea of kind of looking at the big picture might feel very overwhelming. And so being able to break things down into small, bite-sized chunks can feel like a more manageable way to approach any task. So, if you are someone who feels like you get caught up in the big picture and caught up in the overwhelm of the future, I encourage you to think about today. What is the moment? What is the kind of part of the day that I need to focus on in order to get me through today to the end of the day without engaging in the behavior or the substance that I'm trying to abstain from? Bring it back to a moment, a single moment in time. Right now, you're sitting or standing, watching this video, listening to my voice. That's all you have to do right now in this moment. And when you finish this video, you will do the next moment and the next moment. You've got this. All the best with your recovery. If you would like to share your thoughts and reflections on the theme of one day at a time, feel free to pop comments below the video. I would love to hear from you. All the best with recovery.